really tough for me, of course, because I'm not used to crying. But I won't worry. Yeah, I mean, Kath, first time I actually saw Kath was on a photo. Yeah, you've seen how photogenic she is, right? Yeah. And I was a bank clerk at the time, and I saw this picture, and a friend of hers who was working with me at the bank, she said, "Oh, well, this is a party we went to a couple of weeks ago." I'm looking at this picture, and there's just this beauty on this picture. It was radiant and stood out from all the other 4 or 5 girls I saw. I said to this girl, "Who is that?" She said, "Oh, it's our friend Kathy." I thought, I have got to meet this girl. And in the usual banking way, I eventually got to meet her, and I don't know. Oh, there's a story behind this, Kath. Won't let me say how. Do you want me to say how we tell it? Yeah, we have different opinions on how we actually met, but let me tell you the true story. So what happened was, it was a bank year-end party, and bank clerks are generally speaking pretty reserved people, as you probably guess. And I always considered myself as a bit of a rebel. And so I thought, right, I have got to impress this girl. With what? My dancing skills. All you guys know this is the truth. And of course, it's only a few years after Saturday Night Fever. So that I came to this bank party, year-end party, with my white pants on. Seriously, I was wearing white pants. And some guys were sitting at this table with me, some of these bank clerks, and they saw Kathy sort of walk up to the bank manager's son goes up to Kathy to ask her for a dance, and I'm thinking, I don't like that dude. And he can't dance, so I'm in with the chance. But I thought, oh, she's so beautiful, I've got to somehow find a way of impressing her. So anyway, during the evening I was doing some of my moves. Not saying that they impressed her at all, I don't think she even noticed me. Anyway, right at the end of the night, she comes up to me and I thought, right, I've got to use my skills here. And there was a friend of hers who I knew pretty well, who was another attractive girl, and they said, "Are you going to give us a Christmas kiss, Howard?" I was a very handsome young man at that point. Had some hair and stuff, White pants, well, maybe not. Anyway, this girl said they'd been drinking copiously, unfortunately, which is the way it goes in England. So she said, "Are you going to give us a Christmas kiss?" So I obliged this girl. And then this other girl says, "What? And are you going to give me a kiss as well?" Says yes, and there was Kath in the back of my corner of my eye, hoping. There I was hoping. Would she say, "Will you kiss me as well?" I thought, no chance. And lo and behold, she did! It's just because she didn't want to feel like a prude or the only one, the last one left out. And that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. And then I thought it was going to continue, because then I hunted her down a couple of weeks later at another party. And I went up to her at the end, assuming the same thing would happen. I went up to her and she ran straight out. So obviously my first kiss hadn't been that good. But anyway, then we went through many experiences. Many of you know a testimony. I was walking, just chasing music, trying to be a rock star, and all that stuff. And was on and off with God. And eventually I came to my senses and God called me in a dramatic and radical way. And from that point onwards, now I'd seen Kath, and I guess I'd loved her for a few years, but there was a point where we weren't even going out with each other, and it looked like our relationship was going to be doomed. But I came to my senses, and I came to the church then, and then Kath eventually came to the church as well, and the rest is history. In 1985 we got married, which is 28 years ago, and it has just been a huge blessing to me. Kath is without doubt the greatest human voice, as far as I'm concerned, in my life. She's my greatest supporter and strength. She's also my greatest critic, which I hugely value. because I know that she will tell me the truth about myself. I love her dearly. You're absolutely fantastic. Tonight is just a small token, really. I know that there are many people in here who you've impacted and continue to impact, Gav. And it's hard to get up here and say stuff, but I just love you with all my heart. You're a fantastic wife. You're an awesome woman. And it's an honour to be able to just do this for you tonight.
Yeah.